cannot do. There's no mountain you cannot move. If you have said it, then you will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Church Girl Talk. I am your host, Akila Hurd, and today we have another incredible guest. He is a father, a man of wisdom, a man of love, and a man of faith. Y'all, please allow me to introduce James Love.
Thank you for having me on.
Yes, of course. Welcome to the Church Girl Talk. So how you feeling today?
Blessed.
Blessed.
I am.
Always. And that's great to hear. That's great to hear. You nervous?
No,
You're nervous?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
I know you shouldn't be nervous.
I don't think I am. I don't think.
You should just shake it off. You know what
I'm just a little relaxed at the moment.
Okay, I feel you. So, Mr. Love, the first question I have for you is, what does love mean to you, and how has your understanding of it evolved over time?
I think love, it's a deep question right there.
It is.
It is. Can you go deeper into that? Because I don't want to answer the wrong way. Or does it really matter? I think love means honoring a person, respect, you know.
Okay.
I don't know. I really can't answer that for you right now.
So if you had to choose love over, well, okay, let me say, okay, which one would you choose, love or loyalty?
Loyalty, any day.
Why?
Because if you're loyal to me, then you love me. You know, if you respect me, you know, you can love me and betray me.
Right.
So loyalty any day.
Right.
Definitely. Loyalty over love. Yeah, love might be my last name, but it's definitely loyalty.
Okay, so what does your last name mean to you?
Everything.
Everything?
It's my legacy.
Okay.
You know.
You carry it well.
I appreciate it.
I tell you that all the time.
Yeah. I thank you for that.
Yeah.
I really do. Really.
Yeah.
Likewise, though.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
So you may go both ways.
Okay.
What is it? Go ahead.
Next question. What do you think men need in order to stay committed in relationships or marriage?
What do I think men need to stay committed in relationships and marriage?
Yeah.
Respect.
Okay, respect.
Loyalty, definitely.
Okay.
A person that honors you, you know. More so than I'm gonna say respect. Okay. Because all men want respect.
So how does respect look to you? Is it like, because I'm pretty sure your significant other plays a very important part. Like even when you're not around, like she represent you.
Definitely.
Represent y'all.
Us.
Right.
So yeah. So I mean, like I said, respect. I think just to hold a marriage together, it's just respect. Every man want a woman that's gonna represent him well. You know. This when you see her, you see me. When you see me, you see her. I mean.
Right.
It go back to loyalty and respect. You know, honor my name, I'm gonna honor you. I mean, but out of all men, every man want a woman that's gonna, you know, she wouldn't give another man a reason to. Maybe I'm gonna say how do I put this? You want a woman that another man shouldn't even have a reason to even think that he got a chance with her, you know, as a man. Yeah. You know, so I'm gonna say that, you know, more so than anything, but respect.
So what do you think that today's relationship is missing? Like
God.
You
know, the world generally.
Yeah.
But God. So I mean, everybody say they love you, but anybody you can love is like a roller coaster. You can love me today and hate me tomorrow, but the relationship is really not based off of love. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say everybody needs to. They purpose needs to be God. You know what I'm saying? You got God. The man got God, and the woman got God. Especially if you're a man of God.
I agree. But I feel like nowadays I feel like a lot of men not leading, and I feel like they don't know how to lead because they don't have God. I feel like it starts with God. Once you have God, you know how to lead.
I agree.
But a lot of men don't know how to lead these days.
Yeah, because a lot of men are followers. You know, it take you to be a leader. What?
I mean, you're right. That's what I'm
like. I mean, I agree. So I mean, like, but most men, they're not leaders. You know, they say they are, but they most follow. It's the easiest thing to do is to follow. So it's like you got social media. You know, you got all these distractions. You know, so everything always lead back to God because a lot of men don't know their purpose.
So how do you stay grounded in God?
Praying, meditating, reading.
That's something I noticed too about you. You like to read.
Yeah, definitely.
You love to read.
Wisdom is everything. So if I know, like, that's the only way I can learn for myself. Like, you can tell me a lot of things, but if I don't know for myself, then how would I know what's what? Right. You know, so I could be misled. Right. Like a lot of us. Right. You know, and
that goes back to even with the Bible. Y'all have to read y'all Bible like faithfully, because I can tell you all day long what the Bible says and everything, but if you don't know for yourself, you'll fall for anything.
Yeah, you know. My life is revolved around God. So I mean, I'd have been there. I did a lot of things. Yeah. A lot.
Do you fast?
Definitely.
Okay.
I fast. Pray more important than anything. You know. Prayer is everything. God is everything to me. Yeah. You know, I can't speak for other people. Yeah. Do I fast though? Definitely. Yeah. I think fasting should be a part of everyone's life. Right. You know. Fasting is how you get your blessing. God did it for 40 days, so. I believe. You know, absolutely.
So. Absolutely. Something I used to tease you about is this 180 James. Ooh. Not 360, but 360 mean you telling her hope you back in the same position with this 180 James. Yeah. I'm proud of you. I tell you that all the time. I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate it.
Like, for real. I'm proud of you. I personally have seen the growth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of me. I should give myself a pat on the back, but more important than anything, once you reach a certain age, you put those other things behind you, you know. So it's just the world today is not the same as it was when we was coming up, you know.
I agree.
The generation changed, so I really get it. Like when you know how your parents used to be, kids today different. You know, like we was thinking that you know times change every day. So, right. You know, it's like when you go through stuff, you know, you live and you learn. I'm gonna say that. That's the best way to put that. Right. You know, so.
What's something from your childhood that you feel like kids today is missing out on?
God. I'm always say that. I revolve my life around God. I was raised in the church. Don't get me wrong, I ain't never been perfect. So, you know, I mean, I was a knucklehead, you know what I'm saying? I did a lot of things, you know. Yeah. I mean, some people still might judge me on my past, but at the same time, like, again, what I said, you live and you learn, but, man, I forgot, what's the question again? What is it? Structure, discipline. Absolutely. Law and order, you know, kids today don't have that, like, leadership, you know, fathers being fathers, men being men, you know, I think the hardest thing it is with this generation, like, or just, you know, well, I can't just say just people, I'm saying with this generation, you don't have men being men, you know, the easiest thing to do is be a thug. We all can do that, you know, I done been there, so, you know, I did a lot, so, I mean, it's easy to sag your pants or you claim this or you claim that, but the hardest thing to do is to walk a righteous life. Yeah. You know, so I mean, it's not easy. You know, it ain't for the weak.
Absolutely so, not.
You know,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I to add on to that, I would say they missing a childhood.
Definitely.
Because back in the days, we weren't big on social media. We used to ride the bikes. We used to stay outside literally all day until the pole light came. These kids nowadays.
Yeah, but we didn't have social media.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like today's society, the children are missing out on childhood.
Facts. I agree.
We had a childhood.
Yes. We was outside and you can't come in.
They outside is different from our outside.
I agree. There wasn't no coming in. You go outside, you better stay outside. Ain't no in and out the house. Right. You come in, you gonna have to stay in. But kids got a lot, like it's a lot of entitlement, you know. And kids are a lot of them ungrateful. You know, it's more options. They have a lot of more options, like than we had. Like if you cook, you gotta eat what they cooking. Right. Nowadays, kids got this option, that option. I mean, it just I can't say things more fruitful for people, but it is in
a way.
You think?
Yeah, in a way. For them, it is.
Meaning?
Like, they had, our childhood, we didn't have social media, right?
I agree.
This generation nowadays, they have social media, so they know how to utilize the social media. You got kids that's driving, like, with Chargers, Challengers, Range Rover, high schoolers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got people like us, like, in our 30s and 40s, still trying to get to what young kids nowadays. Now, I can say, although I feel like they reckless, but they are also smart. They know how to get to the bag.
Yeah.
Whether it's legal or illegal. Yeah. They know how to get to the bag.
I agree.
That's something like you got kids like millionaires before they even get to 21. And here we still trying to figure it out. Yeah. And our generation feel like we so behind.
But see, social media brought more opportunity. So kids today have way more opportunity than we had. We didn't have opportunity like they did. So that's the gap right there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we had social media, a lot of apps. Compared to these kids, we would have been, you know. Right. I don't feel like we behind. I really feel like we
not, but it's a mind thing, a mentality thing of people feeling like they behind. I've talked to a lot. I talked to a lot of people that's pretty much my age, which is early 30s, and a lot of us feel like we just behind because we see how the new generation get it. So it's kind of like putting pressure on us, making us feel like we behind. Like I mentioned, you got these kids, they have houses before they get 21, the cars and stuff like that. So it's in a way it's asking us, like, dang, like what I was doing my whole life, like why I can't get to the bag like they get to the bag.
It's a mindset.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, okay.
That's what I'm trying to, yeah.
So I feel like that's probably the only thing that our generation will be lacking in theirs because social media is like a click away, you know, so they have everything right there in front of them. And we don't, like, we didn't have it, you know, so we only knew what our parents told us or we learned in school versus now it's like right there in their face, they click away or, you know, they can just, you know, they seeing it, you know, so it's a mind. We can be there too. Well, I ain't gonna say we because I feel like, you know, a lot of us are, you know,
right.
But
so I just use that term.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Our generation, you know what I'm saying? But I totally understand.
But even if you are feeling their way, you are exactly where God wants you to be. Just be grateful. And just know that everything happened for a reason. Definitely. You're right there for a reason. So keep seeking God on that right there. So the next topic I would like to talk about is retention.
Let's see this. Come on with it. Come on. What about it?
Have you ever practiced retention?
Yeah, I practice retention often.
Okay, can you clarify what retention is?
Retention is like not having sex. Like you can go 7 days, you can go 14 days, you can go like a week or two, a month. I prefer 90 days, but you know the world is so weak because they putting sex in your face. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or they teaching people that you ain't got no women, or you ain't doing this and you ain't doing that, then. But at the same time, like, if people really knew, or I mean, if they really knew that having sex drain you, it take a lot of life out of you. It really, like, it making you weaker as a person, like, because, like I said, my life is revolved around God, like, because I know I do a lot of reading, I do a lot of research, and it's like, if you don't know, then, you know what I'm saying, you thinking this is cool and all, when you should know that the world, everything is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And, like, now, like, you see it every day. Everybody, they it's they let their flesh control them. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. If I talk about retention to the average person, they gonna think I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So, but I feel like in order to get what you want, you have to, like, you gonna have to fast. Retention is probably the best thing. Like, if you can discipline yourself to not have sex, your life will change. Like, your life will change, and believe me, I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I'd have been there. You know what I mean? Like, your life will change. I mean, it ain't all about how many women you can have and all this. I mean, it might be. It was cool when you was younger, right? But, like, the older you get, the more you understand that. Well, it might make a lot of sense, because, I mean, once I started retention, I started getting more blessings. Like, and people, they want to know, like, how do I get what I want, or how do I achieve the goal? It's all discipline. It's a mindset. So if you can discipline yourself, especially with sex, that's like, it's men. That's one of the most powerful. Like, your semen is one of the most powerful sources of energy. If people understand energy, uh, they can withstand just not having sex. It's so much other stuff that you can accomplish for working out, focusing, uh, stress, anxiety, um, everything really. So that's what I'm at with.
Have you ever been around other men that has practiced retention?
Yeah, I got a couple partners. A few. It's very rare. It's 1%. Right. It's not a lot. Right. And if I talk to the wrong person, they're gonna think I'm crazy. Oh, what a old love it, where you been? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you still in the same place we used to be, then something wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got to grow as a person. So, it's all about growth. If you want to grow, if you want to have, you ain't gonna become rich by screwing everything, or messing with every woman, or running your body count up. I mean, your value go down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how I view that. Okay, let me ask you this. So I consider myself as a high value man. I mean, like, coming up, I might have looked at it like, okay, having women, that was the thing, But the older I got, the more they don't make me high value saying, okay, I had her, I had her. I think what makes you more valuable as a man is being less accessible. You know what I'm saying? And, like,
I agree. Cause I would want a man that's like, baby, you can't touch him.
You gotta have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? It's standards. Like high value men. Okay, it's like a diamond. A diamond is, they say, with diamonds is a girl best friend, a woman best friend. Yes. Is that it? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
I mean, diamonds are valuable. You know what I'm saying? Is that what they say? Well, diamonds are valuable, but okay, but you got the SI diamonds, you got the VV diamond. It's like different. But if you want to be a high value diamond, everybody ain't getting their hands on it. Even some diamonds, what they say, they crush them down, put them in, So then those are the low grade diamonds. So everybody get their hands on them. But the the high value diamonds that ain't nobody really, like, they ain't really getting their hands on them. Like, I mean, so you think a man values a woman that has a high body count?
I don't think they
do. It is. I mean,
I don't think they do.
They shouldn't. I mean, some maybe don't care because they probably they just want anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but as far as a high value man ain't looking that way. If I don't care how bad she is, if she got a high body count, then it's out the way. I was young.
So what's your type? What type of woman do you like?
First and foremost, a God fearing woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a God. I revolve my life around God. You know, so gotta be a godly woman. You know, class.
Okay.
You know, she gotta have a boundary, a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? So she gotta be a woman of God. I'm gonna say that more important. Like I love a praying woman, a woman that has standards. You know, morals. You know, class. You know, you gotta know how to carry yourself. I look at a woman like how you carry yourself when you single is who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So if you being,
that's my first time hearing it. Okay.
I'm gonna say. I mean, can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If a woman, because I had a conversation with a lot of women, you know, and I be talking to them, but my thing of it is if you been, and some women they beg to differ because they feel like a man I can just get in a relationship with change. I disagree. If you being a hoe while you single, you're gonna be a hoe like that. You ain't gonna just get in a relationship with this man and just turn the switch on and just change. I feel like that's really who you are because you don't have any strings attached to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a woman that carries herself with class while she's single, that's like very attractive. You know, because she's not falling for anything, she ain't going for anything. I mean, she carries herself with it's self respect. You know what I'm saying? With confidence. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't falling for anything. But the ones that have insecurities, they'll do anything. You know. Keep them coming. What's up?
Okay, so do you see yourself getting married?
Of course.
Yeah.
As a kid, I always had my life planned out. I'm goal oriented. Yes. I think when you get married, you under a covenant. You know what I'm saying? So the way you are, you know, if you know, I can't talk about what nobody else believes. Right. You know, because I got partners that don't believe in nothing, but I don't judge them. You know, that's just what I believe because I know what the strength has got me. That's where my strength come from. So, I mean, I think everyone wants to be married, but if you don't, maybe it's something that they had a bad experience with a person, and it caused them to not want to take it there. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. Okay, so my next question is: with the young man nowadays, with all the violence and everything else going on, as people refer to them as YNs, what's something you feel like the OGs can start doing more of to save the YN generation?
guidance.
But how would they go about doing it when the YNs like don't listen to the OGs?
You gotta lead by example. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta tell them the right thing from wrong. Like it's okay to tell them, nah, don't do that and don't do this instead of encouraging them to do the BS. I'd have been there. You know what I'm saying? Like I think about how I was when I was young versus you know the young, you know how the YNs now, as you say. You know, so don't encourage the foolery. You know, I mean we all can, you know, but I think they should do more. So lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell them to crash out. You know what I'm saying? Tell them you love them. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I see this all the time because I know people that know me from the past. You know what I'm saying? Which I was young. You know what I'm saying? But like as I get older, I move way different. As you say, the 180. You know, but it's people that look up to me. So like if they see me leading by example, they gonna want to know how I get here and what made me think the way I think and how I do it. So I feel like they know it can be done. You know, so if you are OG, you being misled, and a lot of OG probably scared to tell them right from wrong. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they ain't respecting the OG. You out here telling, oh yeah, you need to go do this or you need. I wouldn't respect you. And then you got OGs out here acting like the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? So if you acting like that, they're not gonna respect you. You know, so I mean, that's where I'm at with it. You know.
I read a Facebook status that said that I would rather disrespect my elders than to disrespect a YN?
uh, that's funny.
I thought it was funny.
The youngsters, like, I mean, the young generation, they have no
Yeah.
structure, no guidance, and you can tell you got babies raising babies.
Absolutely.
You know, the parents had them when they was young. They still want to be outside instead of being there guiding them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to guide them and want them to be better than you, make
Right.
better decisions than you.
Right.
You know, I'm a parent now, so the way I look at it is, I want my kid to be better than me. That's my legacy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So make better decisions than me. You know, because I haven't been there. I know what it. I know how it feels. So I don't ever want you to feel ever how I did, because I know what type of dark space I was in and what I was willing to do.
Yeah.
You know, so and still would do about mine. You know, so
Yeah,
you know, I mean, hey. I mean, it's all. I respect all. You know, I feel none. You know, God. You know, with this young generation, a lot of them. And I can't say all of them, but a lot of them have no understanding. You know what I'm saying? So if they ain't no understanding, then you know it's not no any growth. You know, so they really they think they know it all. They got it all figured out. You know, I'd have been there, but see, we had Mud Deal and Big Mama, Grandma. You know, telling us, putting that stick or that stitcher cord, whatever they can get their hands on there. You know what I'm saying? So it was more so like that. These kids don't have that.
They do
And,
not.
Yeah.
And that played them older women played a huge, like they made a huge impact in our
Definitely.
life.
Most definitely.
And I feel like if their generation had it, because they out, we don't have no more big mamas. Like, you know,
I agree.
none. But something I do feel like we, like men and women, for the younger generation, we need to start doing. Let's have more like events for them to come. Like they need a safe haven or safe haven, just a place where they can come and vent. They do the talking. You know what I'm saying? We can do like, motivate them and everything. Well, it's a conference, youth explosion. Like we need to get back to that, like revival.
Definitely.
Like man, we used to love. Well, we were, although we were
I
forced to go to church.
I was about to say
I
that.
know we were forced to go to church.
Yeah, we were.
We enjoyed it though.
Yeah, but I mean,
but I just feel like we need to get back to that.
They go back to leadership. Right. You don't have any leaders out here. Once you get the older generation to be, or I ain't gonna say, because you got some out here, but when you get more of them to lead by example, the younger generation will fall in line. You got a lot of them. I guess they missed out on it when they was young, so they want to, if you carry yourself with respect, people gonna respect you. You know, how you talk, how you carry yourself. Do you know, like, okay, and this go back to the young generation now. If you walk in that room and you carry yourself with yes sir and no sir and yes ma'am and no ma'am, do you know how people gonna look at you like with respect? They gonna respect you even way more. But the young generation, they walk in there, yeah and nah, and their body language be all off. Me personally, I mean, I consider myself an OG now, so I'm not respecting it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how I was raised. You know, when you got structure, I'm not perfect. You know, so I'd have been there, but I ain't ever been yeah and nah, because I was raised with morals. You know what I'm saying? So if you got morals and values, then you know what to do and what not to do. I mean, if you didn't know it back then, you get that. You know, they got something for all that. But see, kids now, they ain't getting it, and if they bring that back, put something on them while they, you know what I'm saying, go and put it on them then. So it'll keep a lot of kids out of jail. It'll keep a lot of them out the ground. It'll save a lot of violence and all that. But that's the problem. Kids today feel like there are no consequences. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's consequences to everything. Like everything. So,
what advice would you give the younger generation? But it's like just in general.
Find God, man. It's a lot of evil out here in the world. With the young generation, I would tell you, pray. Be yourself. You ain't gotta be no thug. You ain't gotta be in the street. It's okay to be lame. It's okay to be a doctor, lawyer. I mean, everybody ain't gotta be no rapper. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gotta be this or that. It's okay to just be you. Stop being followers and be more leaders. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that would be for me to them a gym, for me to them. You know, like okay, just be you. You know, if they say it's lame, okay, being yourself might be lame because it's you being you, and it's the most genuine thing you can be. You know, so the easiest thing to do is, like I say, sag your pants and get a gun and act like you something that you're not, but you really following something that you really don't even. It's easy, and I feel like more kids need their fathers. You know, they need more. Even if they don't have their father, they need more father, like male figures in their life. You know what I'm saying? So
all the time.
yeah, so you need more men stepping up. If not your kid and you see this a single parent, be a role model. You know, be a father figure to them, a male figure. You ain't gotta try to be their daddy or nothing. You just tell them right from wrong because when I was coming up, even I'm sure you too, like people didn't have to be your parent to tell you right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, we coming up, you get a whooping, your neighbor whoop you, and your parents get home, they gonna tell your parents, and get what? They gonna do it, and you gonna get another one. You know what I'm saying? So it took a village.
Yeah.
And nowadays we don't have that.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
but yeah.
Does a man knows when he finds that one, and when he does it, how long does it take a man, like 6 months or a year, 3 years, 5 years to know like that's the one? And I asked that because I'm trying to. I feel like personally, like it shouldn't take a man long to realize like that woman is the one before he say, before he asks her hand in marriage.
I think he know.
So how soon do he know?
Depending on how often he's around her, I'm gonna say he'll know within the first year. The 6 months, 6 months kind of soon, but if you're around her enough, you're gonna know then. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it varies how much time you spending. As a man, you gonna know. Like you gonna know. Like, yeah. I mean, you gonna be like, yeah, this the one just by spending time and seeing how they carry themselves and just time. Yeah. That's what money can't buy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say 6 months to a year. You gonna know. If you got everything in order and like you got your own vision and you put God ahead and you an alpha, you know, you gotta be an alpha. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know exactly what you want. You know, especially if it's this woman that meet all the check box, you know, because the way the world's set up now is women is more so like they the catch, you know, but it's like when a man find a wife, he find a good thing, you know what I'm saying? So you ought to be prepping to be a great wife. You know what I'm saying? Most women are not doing that. So I don't know what the person could have been going through or what was the reason. Yeah. Or maybe it was something. I'm sure it was something.
Because we see that a lot in today's time. You know people that be together for like years.
Society.
And they don't ask.
Society.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, they ain't teaching us, especially our culture. They're not teaching us to, you know. Yeah. They ain't teaching us to get married. They teaching us all your baby daddy, your baby mama. That's true. You know, so it's true. You gotta be woke. You know, yeah. You're so more so than anything, and have your own mind. So if you got your own mind, then yeah, you see the difference. Right. You know, but society tell you have all kind of women. You know, go out here and screw all kind of men. You know, so she wants to get back, he wants to get back, but once you know, yeah, you ain't gotta get no get back. You know, your get back is meeting the right person and hey, just chilling out and go back to semen retention, what we talked about earlier. Mm-hmm. Spread the retention. As men, find yourself first. You know what I'm saying? The right woman gonna come along. I'm talking about the right woman. Mm-hmm. So just find yourself and you ain't chasing women ain't what's up. Yeah. It's not, you know, men just want love and respect. And I promise, like, you find yourself, you're going to get all that and some. and you got God involved.
Yeah.
You know, so but again, a lot of men worship money instead of God.
Yeah.
You can only have one God. I mean, it's only one thing you can worship. You can't worship two. You can't be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you keep God first, like I think everything else will take care of itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You said a mouthful right there.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
I done been there. So I mean, I know how some of these young people feel because I used to be them. You know what I'm saying? Like, still could if I wanted to, but like, I don't know what I would say with age come wisdom, but you gotta just go through some things, and then you just start seeing stuff different. Like, you see it for what it is. Like, this ain't. Once you wake up, you just like, now I'm woke. I just see it way different. I mean, what was I doing? So, and due to me having a kid, it just like it changed my life. Like, I can't move like that because how can I be a man? How can I teach my kid how to be a man if I'm not being one? You did. Right. So when it comes to that right there, I just gotta move different. I gotta be a better person. I can't, like I say, it's okay to be lying. You don't think I tell my kid all the time? It's okay to be lying. If that's what they want to call you gotta know you ain't lying. Right. This a distraction. Right. That's because you doing what they ain't got the heart to do. You killing yourself with confidence. They don't have the heart to do that. So that the easiest thing to do is go be like him. You know what I'm saying? Or them. But you are him. You are him. Yeah. Not them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can be. The easiest thing to be is running that crowd and everybody doing the same thing. The harder thing to do is separate yourself, and then you sit back watching them do the same stuff. And this will separate you.
So let me ask you, what's a misconception about you that people always?
Arrogance. I'm very confident. Like, I don't. But hold on, I'm very humble as well. I don't think I'm better than nobody because people that know me know I'm very humble, very humble, very humble. But I'm also very confident, very confident. And I don't think I'm better than no one, but I don't think nobody better than me either. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just talking about me. That ain't gonna ruin this not gonna ruin who I am because I was raised to be a king. My mom always told me I was a king just growing up. And I knew that, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting older, you're a king. You know what I'm saying? This is who you are. I feel like more parents should tell their kids that, but tell them in the right way. Right. Don't teach them the wrong stuff. They thinking that the king stuff is the BS. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach them structure. You know what I'm saying? Everything is structure. So I'm gonna say more so is arrogance. Like, they think the way I carry myself, that though. How I probably walk, how I talk, but it's more so is he think he that, but I am that. I just didn't say it, you did. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I mean, that's how I feel. Yeah. I am. So I could. Now I feel like the old me, he probably gave arrogance. Because I could be like, yeah, you see it. I mean, but now I don't have to say it. I can show you just by how I carry myself. Yeah. My aura. Just my presence alone, it's gonna show you that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have to explain nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just me being around gonna speak for itself. So yeah, I'm arrogance. Arrogance. I ain't arrogant though. I don't think you think I'm arrogant. I mean, you been knowing me for some years. Yeah. Like, quite a long time. So do you think that?
Don't pick that up.
So,
I can see why you would think that, but nah.
What you mean? Oh, yeah, definitely,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, so I think that's what it would be, but I think it's more people that don't know me say that than the people that do know. Because the people that know me, they don't say that. They be like, that's just him. You know what I'm saying? That's just, it's love. But the people that don't know me, I think that my confidence intimidates them. So absolutely, it's gonna be more so like, hey, who you think you is? But at the same time, like, I know who I am. A lot of people don't know who they is. They want to be. You want to be like that. I want to be me. I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday. Real talk. For real. Right. So me more so than anything, I'm just trying to be a better me. You know, I'm not in competition. I'm in competition with myself.
Okay.
You know,
Period.
yeah, see, that's it. You know, so being in competition with me, you know, this the biggest thing. Being better than I was yesterday. Trying not to make the same decisions, the same mistakes. That's it. You know, if I can do that, I'm in the green.
Okay.
You know, so if I was them, I'd probably be intimidated too. Not that I don't know myself, but he know who he is. How he do it? You know, that's probably the question they asking themselves. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I'm just saying, like that's. I think it's a problem for within.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Okay.
Mhm.
Love, dude.
Big key.
Big love.
Big key. Big key over here.
Well, it was a blessing having you as a guest on my podcast. Finally got you.
Yeah.
We've been talking about doing it for a long time, but I'm happy that you were able to give me at least one episode of.
Well,
But we'll be seeing you more on down south. You coming back?
I don't know. Will I? First and foremost, I'm grateful for you having me on. You know what I'm saying? But will y'all be seeing me on down south? You know, you the director. You know, you the writer. You know, you the one with the. You the one pulling all the strings. So
let me work my magic.
if Big Key have me on, you know, I'm here. You know.
Ooh, we gonna see.
We will see. You know, hey, I'm here for it.
Once again, thank y'all for tuning in and watching Church Girl Talk. Trust and believe me, we have plenty more on the way. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. We got you. Be blessed.
There is nothing you cannot